Okay, good morning, y'all. It's Timothy. I had a Bang energy drink, and I think those things should be illegal. Those things have 300 milligrams of caffeine. And I know you're like, Timmy, didn't you already drink one of those last night and you were up until like 8 a.m. this morning? That's true. It's 2:36 p.m. and I'm already having another one. God bless. So let's go. And if you're like, why are you doing that? Fucking, I don't know. I don't like the idea of antidepressants. If therapy was accessible, do you think I'd have a YouTube channel? I'm just saying. I always find it funny. Like, have you ever had experiences, especially where like a woman thinks you want her man or thinks that you would give her man a chance? It's offensive. This one girl I know, let's just say me and her man made out. Like, well, they weren't dating at the time. He was fully single. We made out when I was really wasted last year. And we had like a little thing, but it's like it was nothing but like extremely, extremely passive flirting or like him sending me endless dick pics and videos of him masturbating in the shower in his bedroom, all of that, while desperately asking if I would ever like touch it. And it's like I would say no each time. It's like I always tell niggas, it's like if you want to send me dick pics and videos, it's like maybe if you're my type, but you're not getting a single thing back. And niggas will just be like, bet I'm gonna send you 87 videos of me doing the helicopter with aloe gel and lotion all over it. It's like, hell yeah, why not? You know what? It's like, why not? Why not? But nothing happened much between me and her man. Like, aside from him groping my ass when I was drunk off, like, without consent. And that was before he started spamming me with nudes, if I recall. And I called him out for that and he apologized. But otherwise, nothing else really happened between us. Like, nothing. If anything, he's the one who kept wanting a chance with me and I was not giving him the chance. Because it's like, sorry, dude, I don't have sex with broke, obese white men who live in Section 8 apartments or worse than Section 8. I don't even think it was Section 8. I think that was just a straight up shelter or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's one of those, it's like I already did that once last year, being with a fat white dude who was insecure about himself and had a like previous addiction and all these other issues. I was not trying to go for round two of the same fucking lesson. No, thank you. Or the same lesson but worse. Like, nah, I was like, no. But you could tell that whenever, like, eventually he did get with this other girl. And I'll put it this way, it also made me feel even more validated about not having anything start with him in any context. Because allegedly the next person he dated was a prostitute. And he kept trying to flirt with me as he was still dating that prostitute. But eventually, and also it doesn't change. Like, she didn't deserve disrespect just because she was a prostitute. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't believe that. But it is fucked up. He cheated on the prostitute comedian with this other girl that he knows, who everybody loves. And it was like a huge thing. I'll put it like this. Next thing you know, the girl he was dating had like sort of like there's a look that I recognize with women. It's a very scared like look of fear or concern or even hatred because they kind of know it's like their man wanted me at some point and it was obvious. But I'll put it this way. There's no nice way to say it, or there's no non arrogant way to say it. Sometimes you just have to be like, bitch, I would not stoop my standards that low. No, thank you. It's one of those things where it's like, I think the girl even tried to make some jabs on stage about me. I could be tripping, but it's like, I remember on stage once she was talking about like something, like she was making jokes on stage about prostitutes or whatever. I'm pretty sure because she was just trying to like antagonize the girl who used to be a prostitute or whatever. But I think she might have done a dig at me because she was like, someone in this room does sex work. And I heard they charge less than my shoes. My shoes probably cost more than their pussy does, and my shoes are ugly. And I gotta admit, that was a funny joke, but it was inaccurate. And it's like, fuck you, bitch. And it's one of those things where it's like, I think she was trying to shade me, but funny enough, I saw, like, the night she was performing that joke on stage, I don't know if it was shade to me or not. All I know is I didn't know anyone else in that room who did sex work, and I didn't see any other women in the room who did sex work aside from me, so that fucking whore needs to shut her ass up. But it's okay, because I'll put it this way. The night I was there, I was already with this, like, fancy, like, tech bro with like sexy ass chrome tattoos on his arm, platinum blonde hair, nice full beard, who was buying me shit that day. Like, he bought me several diamond necklaces. I really liked that guy. We all know him, hey. And then as for her, I'll put it this way. For ages, like in any other interaction, she could see that her boyfriend still was into me or still friendly my direction. So it could be a comedy show where like he'd make a joke my way or talk to me and she'd be like locked on heat seeking missile type shit. Like, she would watch every single second and move because she was paranoid. And it's like, I get why. You got a man through him cheating, and you lose him how you got him. But the good thing is, bitch, is that I would never stoop for a man that fucking pathetic. Like, no thank you. It's like, I don't, like, there's no nice way to say it, because it's like, fuck you, stupid whore. Sorry, pardon my language. But, like, you are dating an extremely obese, Jabba the Hutt built man who is a porn addict, a Xans addict, like an alcohol addict, and he works at bars and shit. And he makes no money. You couldn't even ask the nigga for bus fare if you wanted to. The best he could do is a Red Bull whiskey on the house. You are fucking a man who lives at a damn near shelter. Like, you can't ask him for a plate of food or nothing, and most likely he, like, girl. And then on top of that, I'll put it this way, a bitch who got on stage proudly proclaiming that she was better than sex workers and all that, just for her to fuck on a poor man who does not have his own real apartment or housing. No real job, no real income. Like, several forms of addiction. The only thing he's got is a big penis. And even then, his stomach is so big that he'd have to lift it up and, like, dock it on top of you during doggy style just to be able to even put it in. I hate to say it, but you didn't really win, bitch. But it would still be amusing, because anytime we were at an event and she saw him look my direction too much, or compliment me, or hug me, or have a conversation with me, you would see the little deer in headlights look. And it's like, I hate to break it to you, I like the type of men that are like high-end charcuterie boards, like exquisite meat, exquisite cheese. They come with the lettuce, like all that good shit. And your man is the equivalent of a burnt out fucking hot dog left on the rollies, on the fucking rollers too long at a Speedway or a 7-Eleven. He's not the prize. And honestly, you should get the fuck up too, because that's embarrassing. And now her nigga posts online about, like, oh my god, I'm working 4 days in a row back to back. This is miserable. It's like, nigga, yeah, that's called having a job. That's what a job is. Like, they moved to another state. I'm happy for them. And it's one of those things where it's like, he can't even afford furniture. I don't know. It's like, of all the men, like, she was quite a pretty girl. It's like, and you chose down? You chose down. Like, with the looks she had, like, I know she had definitely had something wrong with her in a lot of different ways. But it's like, that guy? Alright. On the bright side, he's a good kisser, and I bet he fucks good, so kudos to her. If she wants that, cool. But don't worry, sweetheart, I will not take that luxury from you, because I know it's the only one he has to offer you. This other time, I remember a buddy of mine, long-term buddy, I remember he first started dating this chick, and when I first met her, I didn't know who she was. I remember I was just sitting at a bar waiting for an open mic to start. And then she struts in, and it's like this gorgeous, like, tall, sexy, blonde, skinny chick. Perky titties. Like, you know, she was given like Jennifer Aniston with the no bra perky A cups and shit. She looks good. And she had a nice award-winning, perfectly white, pearly smile. She had nice full lips, cute nose, beautiful eyes. She was a stunner, shiny hair. And also, when I see another bad bitch enter the scene, I usually don't think to myself, oh no, they're gonna subtract from my power. I think to myself, power in numbers. Fuck yeah, let's make it's, I thought to myself, less pressure on me to be the cute girl next door in the audience, because now there's another one. Phew. So if I'm not around, she's gonna be around. Everybody's crush on me can transfer to her, or at least it could be evenly divided, so I'm not overwhelmed with attention. This is great. Fuck yeah. And I remember she was talking to me, and we were having fun, and she was super sweet. We got along well at the open mic, until eventually, I guess she, like, the next time I saw her, her vibe changed. Why? Because the male friend I had who was dating her, like, I was super close to him. And also, he used to flirt with me and shit. I always turned him down. And he hated that I turned him down, because I was exactly his type. He has a thing for curvy black women, and I'm a curvy black woman. Like, you're gonna lose your fucking mind if a chick with Rihanna's face and Lori Harvey's body is out here like, no, we can't. I told him, it's like, I only go for dudes who, like, can date me and provide for me and take care of me, like, and slowly get to know me and love me as a person, and then only then will I have sex with them, or they pay me straight up if they really want me to stop being celibate that badly and just use me and toss me aside. And he, as a broke, bitch-made ass Lothario loser, was angry about that. But you know what? he got lucky because he met this beautiful bombshell. Well, not bombshell. I won't say bombshell. But you know what? She was cute. She was cute. Like, she was very beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like, giving 90s supermodel in the best way. God bless. Sexy as fuck lady. And I remember with her, and also, if you're wondering how she looked like, I would say she looks kind of like the blonde chick. I think her name is Annie from the show Community. The blonde one, you know? Except, like, sexier. It was good. And I remember, like, let's just say he and her, like, I don't know. I think he was just like, oh, yeah, that's my long-term friend Tamia, blah, 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 blah. And then once she heard about the severity of our, like, bond, like, oh, this is his close female friend, alarm bells went off in her head. But mind you, she's a gorgeous woman. He was lucky to have her in the first place because he was a broke-ass fucking loser. Like, and she was basically a rich girl that was, like, divorcing from a rich man, like, had a cute body, amazing face. She had 2 kids, but it's like, fucking, who cares? Like, loving parent. She had her funds. She had her looks. She had everything. Why was she with him? He looked good and he fucked good. I see why some of these pages online are saying that going for men solely based on how they look is a bad idea, because it's like, okay, he's cute, but like, what can he do for you? It's like you have to take the bus with him, and he couldn't even spot you for bus fare. I'm just saying. But, you know, she was with him, and she really liked him. And I guess she must have felt some type of way, because next time I saw her, I remember I walked into the bar, I saw her, I smiled and waved like, oh, hey! And she saw me, and she gave the deer in headlights. She spun her head like a fucking owl on some, like, terrified, like, enemy type shit. It kind of gave the energy of, like, you know how cats curl up their face in their body, and they start making weird growl noises before they attack you? She was kind of doing that. And it's like, you're a grown-ass woman like a decade older than me. Calm your ass down. And I remember that as the evening went on, like, you know, comedy went fine, but you could still feel like an energy from her. And then eventually my buddy went on stage. He performed. I clapped for him as I always do. She was watching me do it, though. And when he got off stage, like, he was like, hey, Tamia, come join with the other comedians and let's talk about this. I was like, sure, bet. So I went over, and I remember I walked over, I waved to her again. She still looked like a scared little fucking possessed doll my direction. She looked at me like I was a threat. No, girl. No, you're fine. I sat down. I think I sat down next to Seamus, but still with reasonable distance. It's like, I would say enough space to fit another human being between us, because I don't fuck with, like, nah, if you got someone that you're entertaining, even if you're not in a relationship or not, I'm not trying to, like, nah, I don't believe in that. I like to keep a respectful distance from men. And it's one of those things where, like, the second my buddy was talking to anyone else in the group, like, yada yada yada, to all the other men or whatever, like, she would be talking to her friend that she brought individually. But then the second she felt my buddy's neck turn even slightly my direction or ask me a question, she would snap her fucking neck. Like, just full on, like The Exorcist, snap her neck. Full 360, 180 head spin. It was fucking impressive, honestly. Fucking owl. And I thought it was so surreal, and I picked up on it. And it would just be like, so, Tamia, like, out of curiosity, which open mic do you think is the best in the area right now? And I would give my opinion, but then you would just see her snap her fucking neck, I guess, to see, like, oh, is he smiling at her? How is she reacting to them? Are they flirting? And she was scared and paranoid. And I don't fuck with that, because I'm the type of person where I notice shit like that. And I remember it got so uncomfortable, because it's like the way she was doing it. It's like, it felt like I was under intense surveillance. And I understand, I truly do. I do. But I still had to tell him at some point, I was like, hey, listen, your girlfriend Anna was like, and I explained it. I was like, she was kind of being weird about like this, and that. I'm not saying this to start issues between you two. I'm just saying maybe if you could reaffirm to her that I am just a friend and I don't see you in that way. And that you're like, we're just truly platonic. Or like, just do something really nice for her, because I don't want her thinking that there's something between you and me. And he was like, yeah, sure, I'm happy you brought it up. But, and also deep down, I think he probably said some shit that probably made her feel that way. And honestly, like, I'll put it this way, their relationship is ended, and he still tries things with me every now and then, and I reject him each fucking time because he's a pathetic, stupid-ass loser. I'm just saying, it's one of those things where it's like, girl, get the fuck up. You are a gorgeous, tall, blonde, rich, white woman, and you're out here worried about the sluttiest man on this planet, the brokest nigga ever. Like, he walks everywhere 7 miles a day because he cannot afford to take the bus. Like struggling like hell. Like, insecure as fuck. So many mental health issues. He's like taxi driver, basically. And like, you just saw like a broke nigga, bald, crow's feet, fucked up teeth, or like they're straight, but it's like something about his teeth are just off putting. I think he needs to check out his gums for gingivitis. And like he kind of stinks too, and he has no ass, and he needs to exfoliate, and he's got like sunburn apparent on his skin. And he's got so like it's like what's even there for him? I say this as his long-term friend. Like Jesus, I've known him for like two, not 3 years, but like 2.5 years by now. What is there? Like it's like okay, he's got a shining pair of blue eyes and a 7-inch penis, and he allegedly fucks you really, 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 really good. You are a bad bitch. You can get someone with blue eyes who fucks you really good anywhere you fucking want. But, you know, she was still down bad about him. And she still is, because word on the street is after they broke up, she's been paying people to harass him at his fucking job. She literally has been paying her friends to go to his job and be like, yeah, did you know Anna's dating a billionaire? Don't fucking contact her. And then, like, my buddy knew it was a lie because he worked at one of the bars she was at, and she was crying at the bar like he was the best dick I've ever had in my life. Bitch, stand the fuck up. Also, they broke up because she wanted to fuck every other man available because she knew he wasn't shit, and she knew he was a broke loser and that she deserved better. But no, she was addicted to the dick and she stayed with it. I'm just saying, it's like, don't think that I want your man. I'm not gonna take your man. I don't want your man. I would not date someone like your man. Your man is fucking stupid. Like, no offense, I would pepper spray your man. I would mace him in the street. Like, oh my god. I'm just saying, it's like, please stand the fuck up. I have plenty more stories. I have a million stories. In fact, do I have time to share? I'll share like a few more. I remember once I went to this like court event where it's like this like community group that was trying to make it like a third space for people with like, you know, like music and like group band jams and movie nights and stuff. And, like they won a case so that they could get the permits needed and have several events a year. And I remember the ringleader of that, she was so sweet. She was like, oh, you should, oh, you sew, you should talk to Tony. He wants to run this like the Tuesday night sewing group. And she introduced me to Tony, and Tony was just this dude who, he's so bland that all I can describe him as is easy to draw. Just like far apart eyes, no nose, no lips, snaggletooth, just like a dude. He was just a guy. But you know what happened? All I did was just talk to Tony a little bit, not even much. It was the most placid, flaccid conversation you could ever think of. Where it was like, oh, so you sew? Oh, yeah. How long have you been doing the sewing club for? Oh, like a few weeks. Oh, that's cool. It's like, you would even tell in my voice that I wasn't even that interested in the conversation. But you know what happened? His fucking girlfriend, insecure as fuck, popped out of the word work. And next thing you know, like, she came up and sidled up against him. I said, hi. She didn't greet me whatsoever. And she just grabs her man's arm aggressively hard and snuggles up against him while death glaring me. It was like some weird Discord kitten ooh woo type bullshit. It's like, girl. And then, oh my god, like afterwards we all walked to the venue to like hang out more and stuff and show me around and just have a good time, like a little celebration party. And this bitch, like, I wouldn't even, if I were walking anywhere within like 2 or 3 feet of her man, like just temporarily walking side by side, even if I was talking to someone else or just looking straight ahead talking to nobody, she would find a way to like death glare the fuck out of me or just rush up and then grab his arm to get in the middle of between us and pull him away. It was weird. I don't like that shit. I remember the strangest incident. This one was actually amazing, and if I had clothes on, I would show you properly how it happened. But it was like some Olympian level hater shit. I remember in high school, I got on the bus, and it was a crowded bus, and I remember I stood up. I mean, I got on the bus, and I like stood in front of like some dude, and then this chick who was sitting down, she looks at me and looks at her man who's standing across from me, and she full on death grip grabs this nigga by the chest. And then, in one amazingly impressive move, she uses her full strength in her arm to lift herself up, and then also use one arm and just like yank that nigga back into the seat that she was in. And then does this impressive move where all in one swing, she just defies gravity. Sorry, I don't want my titty to pop out. She grabs this nigga by the chest, pulls herself up with her strength, flings this nigga hard as fuck into her seat that she was sitting in. And this nigga flings back hard as fuck. You saw he got whiplash and snapped his neck on the metal and everything. And then in the same rotation, she uses the force that she used to fling herself perfectly in the spot that he was standing in, and then juts in my face like this. And I just look at her like, oh, oh. And I just act like, and I just kind of give like a, huh, look, and then pretend I didn't see anything. And you could see in her face that she kind of deflates and realizes that she had no reason to fuss over it. It's like, I don't date, like, it was just some random dude. Also, he was a part of a demographic that I would never fucking touch. It's like, you found an ashy black dude who's fucking, like, he's just some dude in a hoodie and a jeans. I didn't even look his way when I boarded the bus, and you death grabbed that nigga and flung him back and got in my face. It's like, I date women, shawty. Like, funny enough, she had a higher chance with me than that nigga ever did. She was low-key kind of fine. It's like, don't do this over some bitch-ass nigga. Don't. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's always sad. Like, I know women are allowed to have their types, but sometimes do you ever just see someone and be like, why would you ever think that I would want your man? But I'll put it this way, it's usually for the same reason that you'll see a white girl get on stage and talk shit on sex workers, but then turn around and fuck a dude who doesn't have any stable income whatsoever. Like, for the free. Low self-esteem and low self-worth and low intelligence. Like, no offense, the dudes I date are software engineers and data analysts. Like, we are not the same. Good luck to those women, though. Like, it's like you're dating dude who complain about having part-time jobs. It's like you live in fucking Texas. Housing is 20 cents out there. Like, boo fucking who. I just find it so sad when women who could be cool just are upset over like a weak ass nigga anyway. I know from experience how that's like, so I can't judge too hard, but I'm just saying, please snap out of it. Please. They don't want your man. You're probably just mad that your man wants them, but don't worry. How do I put this? If you're really that paranoid, just leave the man. Because anytime I've actually been paranoid, like, oh my god, I think my man wants someone else, you know what I do? I fucking leave. Because I think to myself, okay, well, if it's me feeling like he has to choose between two women, I'm gonna just let him go ahead and pick the second option because I'm not being involved. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's all for now. Peace out.